I don't get a lot done. I just make a lot of noise and run around. When you make a mistake, heads should roll. Now that I say it out loud, it does sound a little crazy. It's that time of the year where we're getting ready. The fall's coming, NHL started up, but it's also the time of the year we have the fantasy football drafts. I love it. I love fantasy football drafts. Am I great at it? No. I think in all the leagues I've participated in, maybe won once or twice, came third or fourth a few times, but nothing. I've won once, so I guess I'm happy enough with that. But I always appreciate the commissioners. If you're not familiar with it, there's one guy who organizes it, and he sets up the time, organizes the guide, get the money together, all that kind of stuff, and then kind of sets the rules and parameters of what it's going to be. Well, one of my good buddies, we've been doing this league for a long time, Zach, he's the commissioner of our one league. And we have a keeper league, so you have to send your keepers in. So that means that if you can keep a player for 3 years. So let's say you want to keep whoever, Tom Brady, bad example, but you have him for 3 years, and then you have to give him up after that. Well, you have to designate who your keeper is and then figure out what round he was taken in. Then you don't have a pick that round, but you get to have that player. So we go to our draft. We all get together or meet at a local restaurant. We're all sitting there around the table, excited about another year, talking about what's going to happen. We start the draft, and about 4 rounds in, so that's about 20, 25 minutes in, we realize the keeper is in the wrong place. So there was a draft, massive draft kind of snafu. We had to pause the draft, which has never happened in over 10 years of NFL fantasy draft history. And my bad buddy Zach had to decide what we're going to do. And we decided we'd redraft the whole thing because of his error. I was the first person to call this guy out. I say we should have a new commissioner. It should never happen. You should never have a situation where the entire league breaks down because of the commissioner's snafu. Now, guys, I'm not sure how heavily involved you are in fantasy drafts, but I say this: when you make a mistake, heads should roll as a commissioner. I'm not putting myself in that spot, but Zub, Schauger, that is a major fail by our commish, the great Zach.
So you show up season 3, episode 1, debuting your new segment, and you're just wanting to get the commissioner of your fantasy football league fired? That's what you come out of the gate with? Let's get this guy fired.
I'm not getting him fired. I'm saying he should step down for the failure to produce this.
That's the same thing.
And anyone who's in a fantasy pool knows how serious it is when this type of thing, the commission never happened. Now, Schauger, I know you're not any, but Zuby, are you in any? And would you ask the commission to step down as I have done in this situation?
Oh, man.
I'm in my fantasy hockey and my fantasy football. I am the commish.
Okay.
And the problem is nobody else wants to do it. Nobody even wanted to be the treasurer. We had the money as a separate thing one time, and my brother was doing the money, and he goes, I don't want to do this anymore. He didn't even want to be the treasurer anymore, let alone the commissioner. And our keepers work very similar to yours. And I you know what? We had one problem, but nothing. I had a guy in the wrong spot, and we worked through it. We have a pretty good group of friends. Everybody is really similar thing. And we were able to make it work. It's a ton of pressure on us commissioners. You know?
So this is the question then, Struddy. Zuby was being polite about this. Here's my question, Struds. If you want this guy ousted, if this is a coup, if you're building an army to pop him out of that spot, are you willing to step in and put the work in to take over?
I'm not. That's not my role. My role is a provocateur or provocateur. What do you say?
Provocateur.
That is my job. I'm the guy who is. I'm the front of the revolution, right? I don't get a lot done. I just make a lot of noise and run around, going crazy. But no, I think there'll be others. I actually put someone forward that could take it over.
So you volunteered someone else to do it?
I did. So what happened? Like, I don't want to get into a whole thing because it's anyone who's knows the details of it, but. As soon as it happened in the group text, I put up that this guy should be removed.
What was the reaction?
Now that I say it out loud, it does sound a little crazy. But
yeah, thanks. It is.